Welcome to today's health talk, and today I'm going to share with you about Greenwald Cancer Care Package Advanced by Greenwald International Business School. So my name is Professor OJ, a proud Greenwald distributor, Greenwald International distributor and a health consultant, and also an international Greenwald trainer. Okay. So today I'm going to share with you about the cancer care package, and today we are going to see what is cancer, the types of cancers, treatments of cancers, effects of treatment of cancer, and how we can treat cancer in conjunction with our products. So stay tuned as we start this journey together. So this is the Greenwald Cancer Care Package. If you're first time visiting this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn on the notification bell and make sure also to drop a comment at the end of this video. If you're maybe a learner who needs also to learn more about this knowledge, always manner yourself with a notebook and a pen and note down some important things that can help you in life and also on the health sector. Okay, so let's get started now. Distribution of cancer in Africa. So most commonly diagnosed cancers in Africa currently is the stomach. That is the stomach cancer. Then you also have esophagus or esophageal cancer. We have non-Hodgkin lymphoma. So non-Hodgkin lymphoma, from the word lymphoma, is about the lymphatic system. So those who are watching this video for the first time, I've organized a training about how toxins affect our system, and I'll talk about lymphatic system as one of the major organs which are responsible for detoxification. Okay, so when we talk about this one, we are talking about the B cells and the T cells being affected. Then we have leukemia or blood cancer. Then we have colorectal. So colorectal is from the word colon and the rectum. So that's the junction between the large intestine and the rectum. So sometimes that place can be invaded by cancer. Then we have another one called Kaposi sarcoma. So Kaposi sarcoma is mostly a cancer that attacks the vessels. When you talk about vessels, we're talking about blood vessels and also lymphatic vessels. Okay, so this one is mostly abnormal growth of blood vessels, and it is mostly characterized by people always having purple, red, and brownish lesions or veins within their skin. If you see those people are always having purple, red, or brown, then that means there's a problem with the blood vessels and also with the lymphatic system, and they might develop a cancer called Kaposi sarcoma. Then we also have liver cancer, prostate cancer, breast cancer, and also cervix cancer. Mostly this one is mostly in female. So few West countries, most countries. So breast cancer and cervix cancer in female. This one in both male and female. So we are going to look at the ones which are mostly frequent, like prostate in men, breast cancer in women, and also cervix in also women. So let's get started. We're also going to know what is cancer and etc. Okay. Now, cancer. These are the cancer cells. This is how cancer cells looks like. Okay. Yeah, so this is a picture to show you how cancer cells look at. This one, we have another one here, we have another one here. Okay, yeah. So we are going to identify. Now, before I proceed, I just need to give you a simple definition of cancer. What is cancer? Cancer is just abnormal growth of body cells. Abnormal growth of body cells. Okay? Yeah, abnormal growth of body cells. Now, what is a cell? Cell is a basic functional unit of a living thing. Basic functional unit of a living thing. So your body is made up of trillions of cells. These cells will make up the tissues, and the tissues will make the organs, and the organs will make the organ system. I think this is something which is even taught in our learning institutions, that cell is the basic functional unit of a living organism. Then a group of cells modified to perform a specific function will create or will form what is called organs. Then a group of organs modified to perform a specific function will create what is called body organs. Let me repeat there, please. Cell is the basic functional unit of a living organism. Then a group of cells modified to perform a specific function will create what is called tissues. Then a group of tissues modified to perform a specific function will create what is called body organs or organs. Then a group of organs modified to perform a specific function will create what's called organ system. Okay, and that's how the body is formed. So cell is just abnormal growth of body cells, abnormal cancer, abnormal growth of body cells. Now cancer cells and cancer development, this just so many pictures to help you know how this mutation and these cancer cells always happen. As you can see from here, these are normal cell. If there are three, then they should be dividing in three. Then this is the cancer cell. You see, these are normal cell, these are cancer cell. So this normal cell will just mutate normally or subdivide normally, but now the cancer cell will start behaving or forming abnormally. Okay, let's link it with this photo here. This photo is also when I was talking about toxins, because cancer is also caused by accumulation of toxins in the system. Okay, yeah. Now this is a normal cell. This is a normal cell. On the other side, you can see this is a normal cell. So one cell divided into one, then into two, to this normal cell division eventually stops at that end. Now this is cell damaged DNA. This is now a cancer cell. You see how it's developing. Okay, it starts well and then at the end it ends in a negative way. So that's how the cancer cells develop. Now, why is cancer so deadly? Why is cancer so deadly? Number one is because mutated cells beat the cell cycle checkpoints and keep dividing. That is the meaning of abnormal cell division. Then they form tumors, which then stop your body parts from functioning, and that one makes the body system to operate in an abnormal way. And then we also have a genogenesis. The tumors hijack blood vessels to keep them alive. You see, that one now can cause what is called Kaposi sarcoma or blood vessel cancer. Then we have metastasis, that is the cell from the tumor travel and infect other parts of your body because they'll keep on subdividing. Now, general cancer signs and symptoms, you have unexplained weight loss. Somebody have just having unexplained, you are 80 and then you come back to 50. Fever of unknown origin, always having some high temperatures where that the origin is not known. Then also have fatigue, general body fatigue, skin color changes and itching and such kind of things. Okay. Now, signs and symptoms of certain cancers. It is important for you to know that when you have this cancer, then this cancer affects a certain part of the body. Okay. Number one is the shape of stool becomes thinner, especially with blood. So if you are going for a long call and you see that the shape of your stool is now very thin and it's come with some sort of blood, then you might be having what is called colorectal cancer. That is the colon and the rectum. Then we have two, that is hematuria or also bladder cancer, which is also associated with the kidney. Then number three, we have sores that do not heal. That is if you have the skin cancer, unakuwa na vidonda zenye haziponi, that maybe you can confuse with diabetes. Then we also have white patches inside the mouth or white spots on the tongue, that is oral cancer. Then unusual vaginal bleeding or discharge, that is uterus or cervical cancer, that is in women. Then number six, you can also have thickening or lump in the breast or other parts of the body, that is breast cancer. Thickening, that means there might be some kind of enlargement within the, as you can see here, and some sores na vidonda pia inakuwa kwenye matiti. Then we also have indigestion or trouble swallowing. You might be having stomach or esophageal cancer within the throat, that is esophageal cancer is right here. Then we have recent change in wart or mole or any new skin change, that is melanoma. And we also have nagging cough or hoarseness, or that one can bring what is called the lung cancer. Okay. Yeah, so this is the knowledge that you need to know about this condition. Now, what causes cancer? Don't wait to feel pain. Cancer in the early stages usually does not cause pain. So it is important to know the causes and how they can be treated. Number one is genetic factors. That is, if it is generic, it is in your life history, that is, or in your family. Then sometimes lifestyle factors such as tobacco use of tobacco, or diet sometimes can cause cancer, and also physical inactivity. If you are not doing some physical fitness, then you are at high risk of getting cancer. Number three, certain types of infections. Some viruses are linked to certain cancers, e.g. Those with persistent infection with the hepatitis B or hepatitis C virus have increased risk of developing cancer of the liver. So HPV increases the risk of cervical cancer. So women suffering with infections, it is important if you can treat it, because this one can also lead to cervical cancer. Environmental exposure to different types of chemicals and radiation can also lead to cancer. Then you have age. So the older you are, the more likely that you develop a cancer. So this is probably due to a buildup of damage to cells in the body over time. Okay. Also the body defense and resistance against abnormal cells may become weaker as you get older. Then another point you need to know is the immune system. So those with compromised immune system have an increased risk of developing certain cancers. Anyway, don't worry about the immune system. I will organize a training about the immune care package, and I'm sure you'll learn more on products or medication that you can use from my profession to treat and also to prevent and also to boost your immune system, e.g. People with HIV/AIDS or people on immunosuppressive treatment can always be affected with this. Now, cancer treatment and its side effects. Now, when someone is diagnosed with cancer in various stages, then 3 recommendations will always be recommended. Number 1 is the surgery. So this surgery is always done. Surgery is right here. So surgery is always done to remove cancer from your body. Now, what is the side effect of doing the surgery? Okay. Sorry for that. Now, what is the side effects of someone who is having a surgery as a way of treating the cancer? Is not all cancer can be removed thoroughly. So it will just remove some of it, then others will not be removed. And I will say this is a good way of treating it, but not a permanent way, because it is always important to determine the root cause of the problem. It is always important to determine the root cause of the problem. So when you treat a disease from the root cause, it will avoid reoccurrence. Now, the second way on how cancer can be treated is radiotherapy. Okay, so this is radiotherapy simply means the use of high doses of radiation to kill cancer cells and also shrink tumors. So this one is also the second way of doing this. And what are the side effects? So this person will always be fatigued. I always be feeling tired all the time, and then it might be loss of energy, that is. Then you will always be feeling pain. Then skin might change. Then we also have others who also have hair loss, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, or even indigestion. So as the cancer cells are being damaged by the radiation effects or the high dose of radiation to kill the cancer cells, then this one can also pose some problem to the cell of the body, and the body might respond in a negative way. Then the third way is what is called the chemotherapy. So chemo is just the use of drugs to kill the cancer cells, and side effects are just similar like the radiation therapy, most of it. So you always feel fatigue, hair loss, easy bruising and bleeding. Then it's also associated with infection because of the low white blood cell counts. Then anemia, so low red blood cell will also count, and also this person will always be feeling nausea and kind of feeling. Okay, so these are the 3 treatments that for someone who is diagnosed with any cancer, then he or she will have to undergo these conditions. Okay, now cancer is a killer disease, and it is one of the major 5 killer diseases that we have in the world. When I was talking about the detox care package, then you find that cancer is killing around 900,000 people yearly. 900,000 people yearly die from cancer annually. Okay, so from our profession, we have products that can be used to prevent products that can be used to prevent cancer. So we have grapeseed extract plus capsule, OPC. This is a powerful antioxidant. Now, cancer just needs antioxidants, okay, that fights against free radicals. Yeah, these antioxidants will always fight against free radicals, because these free radicals are the things that can always lead to cancerous or abnormal growth of body cells. So the culprit of oxidative stress, which sabotages the immune system. Then we also have blueberry juice, rich in vitamin C, minerals, and anthocyanins. So this product contains a group of antioxidants that fight against the free radicals. Then you have lycopene soft gel, or also called beta-carotene. So lycopene, part of the carotenoid family, a natural antioxidant that fight against free radicals, good for prostate cancer. Then we also have meal cellulose tablet or dietary fibra, also intestine cleansing tea. So this one mostly for colorectal cancer, improve healthy bowel movement, shorten the colon transit time, thus reducing risk of colon cancer. Okay, now these are the products that can be used to prevent cancer. Now on a normal living, apart from the medication, how can you prevent cancer just from the normal living? So there are ways on how cancer can be prevented, and number one is keep the phone away from your head. Now this one has been a very big challenge, and I experience it from so many people. So nowadays, the latest technology, you have your phone on your bed, and then you scroll through TikTok, you shift to Instagram, you shift to Facebook, you shift to YouTube and etc. Then you find yourself asleep, and you just find yourself sleeping on your phone. Okay, so this phone maybe the percentage battery might be lower, and then it will heat up. So that one is the rays or the radiation, the vibration that comes from a phone is very dangerous. That one might cause cancer. So make sure you keep your phone off and away from your bed. Number two is important for you to eat clean food. When I was talking about 4 ways of getting healthy is I take balanced diet. And the nutrients is what you eat. Balanced diet is what you eat. Nutrients is what your body requires to keep healthy. Then know about your family history. It is important to know whether in your family there was somebody who was having some cancerous. Then drink plenty of water. Drinking plenty of water, just like the way when I'm doing these trainings, I have to make sure that I have water here to quench my thirst and also to soften my voice. So make sure you drink a plenty of water. Then you switch to whole grains. Switching to whole grains is very important. Avoid refined foods and processed foods. Then pay attention to pain. Whenever there is any pain in your body, don't just go for a painkiller. Make sure you pay attention to pain, because I always tell people that there is a difference between a disease and a symptom of a disease. A disease mostly attacks a body organ. When the body organ is attacked, it will emit some signals, and some signals come in form of pain. That's why we always advise someone to visit us for a screening or a diagnosis before we recommend any medication. Then stop topping your tank. Okay, stop topping your tank. Now we have people who are having some tanks in the rural in their areas, and they top the yenye wanazifunika. So that one sometimes is very dangerous for your body. Marinate the meat before grilling. Then you load up on green grains. Make sure you're taking a lot of green grains. Then burn off your risk. Excess fat, mafuta mingi, punguza. Then have breast self-check. So for women, I personally also do breast self-checkup, okay, and also diagnosis. You can also go to ultrasound checkup, can also check your breast. So in case you're having any problem within the breast, I will organize a training about the breast care package for women. So make sure you keep on watching these videos, because you'll get to learn something. Okay, now what products can be used in conjunction with cancer treatment? So the previous ones were products that can be used to prevent cancer. Now these ones are products that can be used for someone who is undergoing the chemo, the radio, and also the surgery. Okay, so that these products will help that person to fight against the effects or the side effects of those treatments. I have not said that these products will help in curing the cancer, okay, but they will help in reducing the effects and also reduce the abnormal growth of the cancer. Okay, so we have the Ganoderma Plus capsule, we have the Ginseng Plus capsule, we have the Cordyceps Plus capsule, and the Chitosan capsule. So just note them down, so that if you know anybody who is having the cancerous, just note this medication down. So after noting down, you can contact me, then I give you the price, and I let you know how you can access them, and then you prescribe them to your patient so that he or she can have a better treatment. So all these, the 4 products that you are seeing here, and will support the immune system. They'll support the immune system, especially helpful to strengthen a weakened immune system after radiation therapy or chemotherapy. So they'll help in treating or boosting the immune system, so that this person should not undergo chronic serious conditions. Then nutritional support for cancer. So these ones are the previous one are for boosting the immune system. Now these ones are to make sure that the cells are getting the required nutrients. Nutrition from the word nutrients. So we have blueberry super nutrition, we have spirulina plus capsule, and we also have compound marrow. So these ones are for nutrition. So people who have studied nutrition or nutritionist will advise, we will advise for these ones. So these ones are rich in all essential nutrients required by the body, especially proteins needed for tissue repair. They are recommended to those who are in rehabilitation phase after radiation or chemotherapy to minimize the damage caused by overload of free radicals. So high contents of vitamins, minerals, dietary fibers, and phytochemicals such as blueberry anthocyanins are resveratrol are all cancer fighting agents. So these are nutritional products that will help in making sure that the cancer patient is healing properly and getting the nutrients required and the body is operating normally. Okay, now like I said earlier on, we have so many types of cancer, but I just want us to mention or just talk about a few. Now talking about a few, not in depth, just to recommend the products that can help in that sector. Now these products here, one, the Ganoderma Plus capsule, ginseng, cordyceps, chitosan, blueberry super nutrition, spirulina, and compound marrow can be given to any cancer patient, any patient with any type of cancer. But we'll always have to add others depending on what type of cancer that person has. For example, so for someone or a lady suffering with breast cancer, apart from the Ganoderma, spirulina, cordyceps, and etc., we'll also add breast care tea or breast care capsule for the patient so that the breast can be taken care of. Okay, it works properly. Ganoderma is already there, we talked about it. Then we'll also add Kuding Plus tea and also pine pollen tea. So these ones will help in making sure that this person is battling with the breast cancer properly, and it will avoid the complications of the breast cancer. It can also prevent the woman from being from having the surgery of the breast to be eliminated. Okay, so then we also have another cancer which is very common. It's called products that can help you battle against cervical cancer. We also have a very nice product here called uterus cleansing pill. Ganoderma is already there. Then spirulina, I've talked about it already, and Kuding Plus tea. So in conjunction with the previous ones that we had used. So these ones are just a top up depending on what cancer we are talking about. Then the last one is about the prostate cancer for men. So prostate cancer will give the previous for treatment of the side effects, and then we will add the ProstaSure, or also called ProstaCare. So ProstaCare just to take care of the prostate and also to avoid complications that can develop from prostate issues. Then you also have B-carotene, lycopene. B-carotene is also good for women prostate, not only prostate cancer but even prostate enlargement. Then you also have kidney tonifying, because kidney and prostate is just the same thing. And we also have Ganoderma. Okay, so these are some of the major cancer that is affecting so many people. Now if you want to get these services, we have these services. Personally, I'm in Nairobi, Kenya, so we get these services from Nairobi and other parts of the country. You can also get our medication and services in other parts of the country. If maybe you are watching this video from in other parts of Africa, like Uganda, like Zambia, like Zimbabwe, like South Africa, like Botswana, like Ghana, Sierra Leone, Malawi. Okay, you don't have to struggle how you can get them. They are available in your country and also in your nearest branch. Now for you to get our services, your duty is just to visit us for a full body diagnosis to check your reproductive, your important body organs, and from there we will recommend right medication for a permanent solution. For inquiries, consultations, and bookings, you can call, WhatsApp, or get in touch with me, and I will help you on how you can get this treatment. Otherwise, this one was just a very short tutorial about the cancer. What you need to know is cancer is abnormal growth of body cells. Cancer can be prevented. Cancer can be prevented, that is, and also can be treated depending on the type of treatment someone is using. And on our side, we have products that can work in conjunction with the cancer treatment to make sure that it prevents you from having the adverse effects of the cancer. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to end it there by saying Greenworld Cancer Care Package is the best and best of the best. So out of the shadow of cancer, you need to get out of the shadow of cancer, because with Greenwald International and Greenwald products, this is the best solution for you to get in touch with us. Otherwise, see you in my next video.